Boozed and Confused is a comedy and weird topic podcast. Adult language may be used, probably by me. While our episode topics may be educational in nature, we are not responsible if your children start dropping the F-bomb to their kindergarten class. Listener discretion is advised. You don't cue me in, I cue me in.
Hello
everyone.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Carolanne.
I'm Matt.
And I'm the one who cues us in to start the podcast. Everything is in my control in this pod.
You in.
Yeah, Matt likes to pretend he has the power, but it's me.
Wait, hold on.
Don't fucking do the hand thing. Happy
Cue.
Valentine's Day, everybody. This ended on a very interesting day. And so we have a Valentine's Day episode for you.
Valentine's Day episode.
Valentine's Day.
I didn't get any Valentines. Did you?
Nope, because I haven't left the house in 3 days. So, yep.
It's okay.
Great. Okay, so it's a little bit later, and we're going to publish this as soon as we finish recording. But for the record, it's like 9 o'clock on Valentine's Day night. So this will be hitting you fresh in the morning.
Fresh in the face.
Fresh in the face.
Not in the face.
Not in the face. So before we get into it, a couple of items from me.
Housekeeping. Is it housekeeping?
It is housekeeping. One, this is not a me episode.
It's a we episode.
I haven't done shit for this episode, so you get a break from my voice for a while. Thank God. The first item is if you are on social media and you want to hang out with us, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And if you want to send us a message, you can definitely DM us on one of those platforms, except maybe YouTube. That is probably my slowest. And if social media is not really your thing, I was just reading a report. A lot of people are like taking a lot of time away from social media, which you should. Good for you.
No.
You can send us an email at boozedandconfusedpodcast@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you, all your creepy stories, encounters. We might use it on the pod if you let us do that. We would be honored.
Yeah, but only if you let us do that.
And the next is if you like the pod and you want to support us, the best way that you could do that is by leaving a review and subscribing or following wherever you get your podcasts. I've heard Spotify now lets you do ratings, although I have to say I don't have that option on my phone. But maybe I haven't
Desktop.
updated it.
Ooh, no. Definitely can rate on the phone.
Well, I haven't had that option, but I probably also need to update my app. So if you do that, if you take a screenshot of the review that you left us and you send it to us, we'll send you some Boozed and Confused stickers for free. We're down to about 1,500.
Yeah,
maybe.
We're really blowing through them. I've been putting them on all my students' homework assignments.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're
there
like,
you go.
What is this?
What the hell is this?
What the heck is even that? No, you definitely can rate podcasts on Spotify, because I definitely rated our friend's pod. Well, it's his Twitch show, but they turned it into a
Second
pod.
star.
Second star to the right.
Yeah.
I adore their Twitch, but you know what? It hits different as a pod. It really does. And it lets me do like my chores around the house with some nice D&D content.
Yeah, I'll say I don't know if we've done a shout out before, but if you like D&D content, our friend Joe at Pull the Lever, one of our dearest friends, so great, very funny, great DM for D&D, hosts a, I don't know, what would you call it, like a D&D campaign called Second Star, and they turned it into a podcast as well, so you can follow along if you're like Matt and you're trying to listen to shit while you're doing stuff around the house. So highly recommend, 10 out of 10. Give them a listen, and we love them. Hi, Joe. The kiss was from Matt, not me. All right. What are you drinking? I think that's the last one. Also,
Yeah. Oh.
we're in such a fuck it mood. The cats are fighting with one above a yoga mat and the other below the yoga mat. Actually, might be watching an assassination attempt. And we're just going to keep rolling. That's the pod that we've become. Used to do a lot of heavy editing in the first year. This year, not so much.
It's the way we've gone with.
This is the way we've gone.
It's the way we've gone. Yeah. No, I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada. It is the Ruthless Rye IPA.
I don't.
You didn't like it. You didn't like it. Well,
No.
I don't think you'd like rye. But it is it's a nice crossroads of an IPA with hints of rye.
Yeah, I like rye bread. The rye beer, not so much. Nope.
I like rye whiskey.
Yep. And I think with that, I think it's time to start.
Let's
get
the
into
ball.
it.
Let's get the ball rolling. Get the ball into our court where it belongs. Hey, how was your Valentine's Day?
It was great. I worked, and then you came home from work, and then put the executive producer in bed, and then we worked out and we ate, and we exchanged gifts.
We sure did.
We did.
We sure did. We did the going out part over the weekend.
Yeah.
It's a great Spanish tapas place.
Yeah. That's just when I wash my hair, so it's more convenient
It's an annual
that way.
event for her. It's just wash it once a year, and
Yeah.
it's only when we're going to this restaurant. We're right over there. Aside from Valentine's Day being a really good excuse for us to gorge ourselves on Spanish cuisine, I've become quite cynical over Valentine's Day.
Yes. Yeah, I was actually just reading from a marketing perspective. I guess spending is up like millions of dollars from last year for Valentine's Day. Either people are like really trying to get gifts for their loved ones, or they're just like really trying to convince somebody to like them. I don't know which is true.
Maybe damn near 2 years of isolation.
Yeah.
You're just trying to wife up at the time and start making progeny.
Yeah, let's all forget that we've completely forgotten how to socialize with one another normally, and
or like drive.
Yeah, just spend too much money on gifts.
The gift I got you was very much a gift for both of us.
Yeah, those are the best kind of gifts.
Yeah, absolutely. But gotta think about, I love a good origin story. Everything kind of has an origin story, right?
Yeah, I like the villain origin stories. Usually, like, Timmy was an orphan. His parents were eaten by red ants, and so he became Ant-Man.
I'm Ant-Man.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say, like, Darth Vader, great origin story.
Yeah.
He hates sand.
It's coarse.
And it gets everywhere. Rogue One.
Great origin story.
Like a whole movie made from like one line of that pre-film scroll from A New Hope. Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. Mm-hmm. Godfather Part 2. Uh-huh. Origin story.
My favorite.
You're can't
so
say
triggered.
that. You can't say that.
You're so triggered.
You can't say that. Bruce Wayne's parents. Origin story.
Yeah, there you go.
Those new Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to indulge in those. I'm sorry.
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Only if you watch the movies.
Yeah.
And that should have been just one movie, not three.
Yeah. Can we
you
all
can
just
fight
agree
me on that.
Like the 3-part, like the trilogy of The Hobbit was just a money grab, and it would have been better off as just one movie, but they couldn't help themselves. I don't know.
I mean, almost to the point where I think it could have tarnished the legacy of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I agree.
Not dissing. Also saw the trailer for the Amazon special.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The one where they said, like, oh, warning, there's boobs in here.
No.
I think at one point
I'm
they were
out.
trying to put nudity in the show, and people were like, no, that's not Lord of the Rings. We're sorry.
This isn't Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
Lord of the Rings. No. Well, anyways, most traditions we celebrate now come from some far off, super different occasion or like superstition. And Valentine's Day seems to be no different. Valentine's Day, as of now, is pretty much like a huge Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's seen as like, the day of love, Valentine's Day. Don't forget to get your Valentine, your $15 box of Fannie Mae chocolates.
And if you do, you're an asshole.
And if you forget, go to the gas station.
And you'll just have to remember for Sweetest Day.
Get her the king-size candy bar. So this day falls on the 14th of February, and it's also known as Saint Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Or the Feast of Saint Valentine.
Also, day of the Valentine's Day Massacre. A little bit of Chicago history for you.
I think like circa 1929.
Yeah, something like that.
Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
What an area.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, so on this day, we celebrate love or relationships, or if you're single, like friendship or like admiration.
Galentine.
Loneliness.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? What was it, like Single Awareness Day? Some people call it cynically.
Ooh, actually, that's huge in China. They celebrate Singles Day more than they celebrate Valentine's Day, I believe.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
When I was very single before we became a thing, I was very much like, oh, it's Singles Awareness Day. I'm just going to go at the dive bar and I'm just going to hang out.
I'm going to eat a lot of sushi at this one
Ooh,
obscure
I
place
did.
and spend a lot of money on beer.
I did. It was very expensive sushi. So, yeah, every year around this time, lovers and friends all around the world express their feelings for some special person by giving them gifts or sending messages of love and affection. I personally like those chalky hearts that you'd get in grade school when you'd have to give everyone a Valentine.
Yeah, no, I don't particularly like. So we had to feed the executive producer raspberries for the first time. And for anyone not familiar with babies eating and learning to eat, they gag a lot if it's, especially something like a weird texture or taste they don't like. So she did not like raspberries. And that gagging is how I feel about those chalky Valentine's Day hearts. I'm sorry, I don't take it back.
Ooh, I feel that way about what I learned about not just the day of Valentine's Day, but there is a whole week warming up to Valentine's Day. Did you know about this?
No.
Starting on February 7th, you have the Valentine's Week.
You know what? This is like people who are like, it's my birthday month. Like, fucking Deborah, you're 37, okay? Stop it. Celebrate your birthday on one day, the one day it is. And that's it. You don't get a birthday week. You don't get a fucking birthday month unless it's like a big milestone birthday. Then I'm okay with it.
Like, get your cupcake and
yeah.
leave.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Ooh, wow, I didn't know I had that in me.
That came out of nowhere.
Sorry.
We might scrap that. Okay, February 7th is Rose Day. You send a person a rose. And if you're going by custom, which I didn't know of, the color of the rose actually matters. I think red is love, white is friendship, but yellow is friendship, but white, ooh, watch out. They're going to propose to you.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Ooh, yeah. Because the 8th is Propose Day.
Oh, how clever.
There's no way I would propose to anyone on Propose Day.
Can you imagine, like, all the dudes who probably are, like, sweaty palm thinking that their girlfriends think that they're going to propose on Propose Day? And then the girlfriends who are, like, getting their nails done in expectation. I'm assuming this is, like, old days, right?
I don't know. I very loosely discovered this and...
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate it. I hate
Go
it.
ahead.
The 9th of February is Chocolate Day.
Yep.
But really, like, every day is Chocolate Day. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Deborah, that's so funny. Sorry for all the Debbies out there.
The 10th is Teddy Bear Day.
Creepy.
The 11th is Promise Day. Not sure about that one.
Nope.
The 12th, lame, is Hug Day.
I like that one. I did a free hug project when I was in high school. That was like the most serotonin I've ever had in my life. So.
Oh, do you have like a sign that said like free hugs?
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
Yeah, I did. I went to Millennium Park. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, thank you.
The 13th is Kiss Day.
Oh,
Creepy.
Creepy.
Kind of creepy. And then finally the culminating day, Valentine's Day, where eateries around town will charge you like $120 for a plate for their special Valentine's Day, 5-course meal.
Yeah, and it's literally the same shit that they served the weekend before, but maybe they put like a little chocolate garnish on the plate.
Right on the steak.
Yeah, exactly. God.
So yeah, I mean, I was pretty disgusted by the build up to Valentine's Day, but the 14th of February hasn't
40th?
always. Sorry, 14th.
I don't know
the
what
14th
you said.
Of February hasn't always been a time for love and romance. Over the years, what we know as Valentine's Day, the Hallmark holiday, has seen more than its share of major events. You brought up the massacre.
Yeah.
This day, some strange occasions, a couple executions. So it's a big day. So we're gonna jump back to like 269, 270 AD ish, to possibly the like modern accepted origin of this Lover's Day. In truth, the exact origins of St. Valentine's Day are unclear. According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, there are at least 3 different St. Valentines, all of them martyrs, all of them martyred on or near the date of February 14th.
That sounds like a conspiracy if I've ever heard one.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure
Big Valentine, am I right?
it's bound to happen. So one Valentine was a priest in Rome. The second Valentine was a bishop of like central Italy. Think like Terni, Italy.
Yeah, great.
And the third Saint Valentine was a martyr in the Roman province of Africa, which was like the very, very tippy top of like the African continent.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. So let's just check out who looks like the most likely Valentine, at least in terms of how we do things these days with the messages and the love letters and this and that. At least this is the Valentine that I learned about in like private school growing up. So this Valentine was a priest in Rome in the days of Emperor Claudius II, a.k.a. Claudius Gothicus.
That's a pretty fucking cool name.
It's because he fought the Goths.
All out of a Hot Topic.
Pretty sure they're like Germans, but yeah. And so this Valentine is said to have been executed, beheaded to be exact.
What did he do?
Well, we're going to get to that. Under the rule of Claudius, Rome was involved in many less than popular war campaigns, and Claudius Gothicus wanted to maintain a strong army, but was having a hard time getting soldiers to join the military. So he believed that the Roman men were being made soft, and they were unwilling to join the army because of their strong attachments to their wives and their families.
Wait, I appreciate that this is continuing all the way until modern day, where like boomers are like, millennials are too soft to join the military.
Cool, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Go ahead.
You would not be accepted. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't?
No. With your knees, they'd be like, sorry, man, you're too much of
Grandpa.
a liability.
We can't carry you there. No, so He also believed that single men made stronger warriors anyways.
Well, yeah, because I feel like they'd have to be fucking psychopaths.
At least nowadays, it's like guns and stuff. Back then, it's like you gotta stab the guy.
Yeah, you gotta get like a a bayonet is not what I'm looking to say. You got a big stick with a
spear.
Yep.
Get a spear.
A spear.
So, how do you think Claudius figured out this big dilemma to having a strong military?
Did he send all of the wives on a girl's holiday to the next town over?
No, you know what? This is why we needed more female leaders in the old days.
Yeah, we have some good ideas, you know?
No,
Just give us a seat at the table.
Claudius banned all marriage and engagement in Rome.
Yeah, and all the dudes who didn't want to like break it off were like nice.
Oh, I'd love to marry you, but the emperor.
Oh, sorry.
The emperor said I can't. So this priest Valentine, realizing the cruelty and the injustice of this decree, defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret.
How romantic.
It's like so romantic.
It's like Romeo and Juliet.
Inevitably, Valentine's actions were discovered, and he was ordered to be put to death.
Yeah, that's logical.
So Valentine was arrested. He was dragged before the prefect of Rome, who condemned him to be beaten to death with clubs and have his head cut off.
I just have a question from this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you marry me in secret?
Would you marry me if I was like roadkill on the side of the street? What if I was a baby? Would you marry me if I was a baby?
What if I oh god, I don't even know. I would need some time to think about this. Some like really fucked up what if situations.
What if I was an alien race that took over the bodies of humans and you fell in love with a woman, but I actually took her over and I became her and you didn't know. Is this your voice
for me?
But then you actually fell in love with me, and then you found out 5 years later that I was an alien the whole time. Would you still marry me, even though you already were? What if I was a cat? What if I was a cat?
Renew your vows. Is that your voice for me?
That's my voice for
and
everybody.
You know what's
now.
funny is women do this shit all the time where like you pick the most absurd what if situations and then you get mad when the guy's like, I don't know, I'd have to think about it. Like, what do you mean that you'd have to think about still being married to me if I was probed by aliens and then came back looking like Al Gore? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, hold on now. I think you're on something there.
Sorry, is that an incentive to stay married?
Excelsior. Well, I'm going to get back to the execution of Saint Valentine.
Yeah, sorry.
The sentence was carried out on or about February 14th, 269 or 270. I saw a number of sources equally supporting the 70 or 69.
Do you think they checked on Ancestry.com to see what the actual records were?
Oh, absolutely. They're very accurate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So legend has it that while Saint Valentine was in prison, he had developed a friendly correspondence with the jailer's daughter.
Oh.
Sending letters back and forth.
Yeah, that's romantic.
Communicating, he's in jail, jailer's daughter.
Oh my God, they were sending Valentines.
Well, that's the thing. He left a farewell note for her.
Oh my God.
And they had become friends by this time, and he signed it, "From your Valentine."
Oh.
And then his head was cut off.
Oh. Well, it was cute while it lasted. I kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah. So now legends tend to vary on how the martyr's name became connected with like romance. Clearly, there's something passionate about breaking rules to be with the one you love.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's a great feat to support like young lovers like Saint Valentine did. But early Christianity had this massive job, like take the paganism out of the people and connect it to like Christianity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So things like Halloween or like All Saints Day were linked with these pagan festivals. Actually, loads of modern holidays seem to have pagan links. Not to name them all, but on a list, I saw New Year's Day. I saw Christmas linked there, Easter even, but I'm just not diving
What
into
about
that.
Leif Erikson Day?
Oh, Leif Erikson Day. Hinga-dinga-dinger. No, I don't know about that one. So yeah, there's loads of modern holidays that have pagan roots. Apparently, Valentine's Day is no different. So let's enter into this zany feast of Lupercalia. Lupercalia.
That sounds like some shit I just diagnosed myself with on WebMD.
So I don't have to go to jury duty.
Yeah.
Okay, so February 14th, the accepted day of the death of Saint Valentine. This death day may have become mingled with the feast of Lupercalia, which is, in its origins, a bloody, violent, oddly sexual charged celebration full of animal sacrifice, random, call it like matchmaking, hooking up randomly.
Is this are we talking about Valentine's Day or Midsommar?
It's a great movie. Great movie. And people basically just partnering up with hopes of warding off evil spirits and infertility. This is like a fertility celebration.
Okay. Great.
So though the exact start of Valentine's Day hasn't really been pinpointed, the Roman feast of Lupercalia is a good starting point. From February 13th to the 15th, the Romans threw this wild, violent, sexy fertility celebration. And it wasn't just fertility, it was also like bounty as well.
Like a sex party, but also like a wanted criminals party in one?
No,
or?
no, like a harvest.
Oh,
A bountiful harvest. We all dress up as Boba Fett.
Are they trying to lure the criminals in with a bunch of prostitutes? I don't understand.
No,
this makes more sense.
I'm going to get into some of the details here. The festivities began when an order of Roman priests, the Luperci, gathered in this sacred cave, and they would sacrifice both a dog and a goat. The goat was sacrificed for fertility, and the dog was sacrificed for like purification purposes.
That makes me sad.
It gets weirder. The priests would then cut the goat hide into these long, leathery strips, and they would dip these strips in blood of the dog and the goat. And then they would head out onto the streets of Rome, and they would start slapping any woman or crop they saw with these blood-soaked strips.
Oh my God. What was the point of that?
I'm getting to it. So you'd think this is like, like back in high school, you'd get like the towel whips, the towel whips, and we didn't like that.
Yeah, no. But you talk about how you'd go to the banya downtown and you'd slap each other with palm leaves.
Oh, that's great.
Dipped in oil, so I wasn't sure if this was in the same vein.
Oh, that's great. Well, the thing is, women in Rome were said to have welcomed this because being hit with these bloody strips of leather, it made them believe that they became more fertile.
Oh my God.
A little weird that they were being put on the same level as like fields of wheat.
Yeah, well,
which were also being whipped.
I'm sure at that point the fields of wheat were more valuable than the women, so.
So after they had the whipping celebration, the festival was capped off when the Roman women would place their names in a big urn, and the bachelors of the city would then pick a name, and those two people, the woman whose name was in the urn and the men who picked it up, would be paired off with the new fertile woman, and they would be paired up for the year.
Oh God, what happens if like do you get like a? I mean, I'm sure
The
as
goal
a man
is
you're
procreation
well,
here.
right, but like men don't have to buy into this at all, right? It's not like it's just like a good luck sort of thing to everybody. Like, do you get like a 1-year guarantee?
Well, no, the matches often ended in marriage.
Interesting. Okay.
But they weren't like unions on like love. They were more like they were super random. It was as if the entire town we live in, people put names in and just whoever you pull.
You know what? I've seen these fucking people on Facebook, and I would never do that.
This is a thing.
I would hear like Darren's name called, and they'd be like Darren O'Reilly, and I'd be like, I see the shit you put in the Facebook groups for our neighborhood, and you know what? No, sorry, Darren.
Well, this is all super romantic, right? I picked your name from the urn, and now we're married and with 3 kids.
After you got slapped with a blood-covered cow,
Goat. We have it hanging in our front room.
Oh my God.
So gradually, the date of the 14th of February became a date less for like whipping each other with leather and more for like exchanging love messages and giving gifts of like flowers and whatnot. It's kind of like that guy you knew in college who was like a party demon. And now he's like 35 and has 3 kids and is like in bed by 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Things change over time.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you think it was a gradual change, or at one point during like one of the years they were like, guys, is this kind of fucked up?
Well, like I said, the early Christians were trying to take the pagans to Christianity and keep some of the days that they liked so that it wouldn't feel too like ripped from their routine. So thanks to St. Valentine's reputation as a patron of lovers, he became like synonymous with romance and romantic gestures. And so in the late 5th century, Pope Gelasius I eliminated the pagan celebration of Lupercalia and declared the 14th of February a day to celebrate the martyrdom of St. Valentine instead. Although it's highly unlikely he intended the day to commemorate love and passion. In fact, some modern biblical scholars might warn Christians to not celebrate Valentine's Day because it is based in pagan rituals. It's true, Valentine's Day uses some of Lupercalia's symbols, intentionally or not, like the color red, for example, has kind of carried through. Now it's like hearts and love. Back then it was like blood and sacrifice. But hey, same thing, right?
Yeah, it's basically I mean, one is more commonly carried in Walgreens in the oh shit, I didn't buy a Valentine's Day gift aisle, and one is not.
It's the biggest aisle. And like many ancient traditions, there's lots of haziness surrounding the origins and rituals of Lupercalia and how they influenced Valentine's Day specifically. Lupercalia is not and has not been a mainstream holiday for a super long time, but it seems like it's getting a little bit more of a pickup again.
I'm bringing it back.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Next year, I'm not getting you anything nice. I'm just going to get you some blood and some leather and happy Lupercalia Day.
I'm actually going to write to Hallmark to petition for Lupercalia cards.
We deserve it. Really, we do.
Yeah,
we deserve it. And yeah, that's kind of where I leave it is once you get to the blood sacrifice, where can you go, really?
I think that's a good place to stop. I think we're good here.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day. Please don't whip anybody with blood-soaked goat hides
unless they want it.
unless you're both consenting adults, and
Then
the goat
hey, go for it.
and the goat had a good life and was humanely sacrificed. So yeah,
Sure.
all right, great.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Okay. Well, that was a fucking weird episode. So I don't really have an outro. I'm just gonna leave.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yep. All right. Well,
I'm
thanks so
gonna go
much for
wash
joining
myself.
us this week, and we will see you next week.
Hey, cool. Bye.